Your Lordship, I beg to mention item number 5. May be listed after 2 weeks.
After?
2 weeks.
Okay, after 2 weeks.
Yes, Your
My lord, as per the last order, my lord, I was directed to seek various instructions. My lord, I have received some instructions, but not all the instructions, my lord. So I'll file it in a compilation after receiving the complete instruction, because from various authorities the instructions were sought. As many as 7 instructions. My lord.
Yes.
A fire also that has been registered and charged that there is a inquiry report also. My lord. All this I will.
You have received instruction in which of the matter?
My lord, from the OCPS, my lord,
No, you were supposed to receive instruction
with regard to
pertaining to 7.
7.
Which one you have not received?
7 out of 7 we have received around 4, my lord.
Which are that?
And the OCPS, my lord. And the charge sheeted, my lord.
Charge sheeted?
Yes, my lord.
Okay.
And then the CC,
Against how many person?
1 person only.
Only 1 person.
Yes, my lord.
Who?
The private respondent, my lord.
That's 7. Private respondent of
Yes.
7.
Yes, my lord. Complaint was against him.
Okay, you have received.
And then
Okay, serial number 1.
serial number 1.
And then
See. Inquiry report by the CCCF Eastern Zone.
it is
JJ.
pertaining to serial number.
I'll just check out my serial number.
You just tell which you have received instruction in respect of which serial numbers.
1. Then one.
You have come not
What?
prepared.
Malot, instructions, Malot, let's go. Malot, I'll give a compilation, Malot, because there are various inquiry reports also.
No, you have said you have not received the entire instruction.
Yes, Malot, not
You have to file response in respect of all 7 instructions you have received. You have
Yes,
said
ma'am.
you have not received all
Yes.
the.
not all. Malot.
You have received how many instructions
Malot, from this
that you have not been able to make out?
3, Malot. 3 instructions. When I will do this comment. Three, three. Four. Only four. Four instructions, my lord.
What are those 4 instructions?
My lord, serial number 1 is there, my lord, and then mobiles both are at 4. Give them out of R4. Three, my lord. Serial number 3. Yeah. 3. Then 3. One, 3. My lord, I'll have to check out, my lord. This
Then what for the case is listed today?
to seek instructions, my lord, because all the instructions have not yet come, my lord.
But you have received some instructions.
Some instructions.
1, 3.
One,
You had said 4.
yes, my lord.
Yes,
There is a
Find out. Take your seat and find out. At least tell us which are those 4 instructions which you have received. Otherwise, there's no point in listing the case. And again, pass an order to be listed next week. Or after 2 weeks. We have to make some progress in the litigation.
yes, my lord.
Instruction, direction to receive instruction was given on 27 July.
Yes, my lord.
All right. Then on 17th August, you prayed for another 4 weeks time. That was also granted. So there's no point listing the case and mechanically giving another date unless it is required. One and 3 you have received instruction. You tell the other 2.
My lord, I have received the instruction from the CCCF Central Pasigat, my lord, which covers serial number 2,
There are 2 also.
2, 4, my lord.
2, 4.
Yes, my lord.
Okay.
There is an inquiry report.
That means
That's
you
why
have,
I will have-
that means you have received instruction in respect of serial number 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yes.
What about 5, 6, and 7?
5, 6, and 7, these are yet to be received, my lord.
Hmm?
SIC, Chief Secretary, there is from the Chief Secretary, my lord. Then
Have you received instruction in respect to serial number 5?
my lord, serial number 5 also. My lord, this will cover, my lord, this will be covered by the instruction of by the CCCL. Big-
What about 6?
6 is by the Chief Secretary, my lord, from the Chief Secretary regarding investigation by SIC Vigilance.
You have received instruction in
No,
respect to 6.
No, my lord,
Okay, 6 not.
no.
And then 7?
Seven also will be covered, my lord, because it's regarding the same allegation, my lord. This will be covered, my lord.
Okay. Except
Spelling
6,
tree.
that means except 6, you have received all the instruction.
Yes, my lord.
Now,
This
in
will cover.
respect to serial number 1, you say that case was registered,
Yes,
investigated upon, charge sheet filed.
file.
What is the case number?
Charge sheet number 75 of 2023. Dated 8/8/2023. Pasigat police case number, police station case number 31 of 2022.
Charge sheet under which section?
341, 337, 323, 352, 506.
Against the respondent number 7.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Then what about serial number 2?
Real number 2, my lord.
Complaint dated 18/4/2022. Lodged by the RFO in charge, Central Mobile Pasigat to the Chief Conservator of Forest,
Complaint dated
Central Circle Pasigat, alleging illegal timber logging in
Yes.
and around. Yes,
18/4. My lord, I have received the instructions.
Annexer D is at which page? Yes, page 33.
Here.
Yes,
My lord, I have the instruction, my lord. This covers various complaints, my lord, including this 18/4 also.
ah. This is also against complaint against the respondent number 7,
7.
by your RFO.
Yes, my lord.
What action has been taken, initiated?
My lord, inquiry has been conducted.
What kind of inquiry? Inquiry by the department.
Yes, my lord.
Then what happened?
My lord, here. My lord, may I please, my lord? Because it's in the form of a report. my lord.
Okay, just, hold on. The inquiry was conducted by the, I think, CCF.
No, my lord, something will control the legal of
What is the result of inquiry?
my lord, give
Any
me some time,
outcome?
my lord. I will, because there are so many annexures they have
Hmm.
placed along with this.
Okay. What about serial number 3?
Serial number 3. Yes, serial number 3, that application dated 1/10/2022, submitted by DFO. It says that in response to the President Arunachal Student Association Pasighat regarding action taken report against huge failing under so and so, logs have seized and kept in safe custody in Partung, USF, and Jimanama have been obtained from Sri Nung Iring, Mirku Dapu, so and so. Illegal log has been seized.
All right. Had Mr. O Modi, learned counsel for the petitioner, and Mr. N. Ratan, learned additional advocate general for the state, representing respondents 1 to 6.
1 to 6.
This person has been served or not? Oh, sorry, we have not issued notice yet.
Notice.
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Ratan, London AAG, has submitted that in terms of the order of this court dated 27/7/2023, he has received instruction in respect of the serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. Is not it?
Yes, ma'am.
Except 6, huh?
Except 6.
7. And he is yet to receive instruction in respect of serial number 6, mentioned herein.
6, my lord, is regarding for SIC investigation, my lord. Whether that will be required, my lord. Because after all this,
Where is Annexure J?
okay, page 51.
Hmm. Just you, but you have to apply this code.
Yes, my lord.
You receive
Most probably,
whatever is the stamp on this representation.
yes, my
You
lord.
have to apply this code.
No action.
What you have done with regard to the prayer.
Most probably, no action has been taken, my lord.
Hmm.
Because this is for a SIC investigation, my lord, reconduct investigation.
What is written here? It's a long representation.
Yes, my lord.
Of para. Mr. Ratan, Honour ASG, therefore, shall file the compilation of the instructions received in respect of serial number 1 to 5 and 7 mentioned in the order dated 27/7/2023 and file it before the court within a week with a copy to the learned counsel for the petitioner, Mr. O. Modi. So, learned AG shall also receive instructions in respect of item number 6 mentioned in the order dated 27/7/2023 and others for which he is granted 2 weeks time. So after the instruction is received in respect of serial number 6 mentioned in the order dated 27/7/2023 from the appropriate authorities, he shall also file the same before the court with an advance copy to the learned counsel for the petitioner, Mr. O. Modi. List it after 3 weeks. All right.
Yes.
Here, Mayor, sir, here respondent number 1 and 2 has filed their affidavit in opposition. Today only I have received. Here I have to file rejoinder, and moreover, respondent number 3 have not yet filed their affidavit.
Affidavit of respondent number 3 is required. On the issue that you are raising.
Lordship, I'm representing respondent number 3. We are not filing.
The affidavit of the respondent 3 is required.
They are not filing, Your Honor.
Huh?
I have to file rejoinder and
No, you have to file rejoinder. That's understood.
yes,
To the counter affidavit of the respondent 1 and 2. And you said that the counter affidavit by respondent number 3 has not been filed.
yes.
Is the counter affidavit by respondent number 3 is required in this case? You don't know.
Believe with the subject matter of this PIL,
Should be
the counter
required.
affidavit of respondent 3 will not be required.
It will not require, but he is under the impression that the affidavit is required. And what for you have made a party also? They are not a necessary party even.
Yes.
Mr. Taipudev, counsel for the petitioner, request for and is granted 4 weeks time to file a rejoinder to the counter affidavit filed by the respondents 1 and 2.
Or less.
This PIL could have been disposed of today also. But since you are not praying for that, we'll keep it pending.
So today only I have received the affidavit.
Okay, all right.
For item number 4, we have filed reply, my
Hmm.
lord, affidavit in opposition. And 3, we are ready with the affidavit in opposition, my lord, swearing report, my lord.
Okay, how much time?
Two
You're
weeks, my-
appearing for respondent number
My lord, 1 and 3, my lord,
1 and 3.
my,
Your affidavit is ready.
my lord.
Okay, 1 and 3. 3, 1 is education. 3 is, okay. Under private education institution regulatory commission. What about 4? Jama? You are representing whom?
1, 3.
What about 4?
But it is already 1, my lord.
Oh, same, I think same. On the prayer of Mr. T. Jama, Learned Standing Council for the Education Department representing respondents 1, 3, and 4. Listed after 4 weeks for filing of a counter affidavit. You are there.
Yes, my lord. I'm for respond number 2, my lord.
You will also file affidavit?
My lord, he might not require, my lord.
May not require, my lord, once they file. my lord,
Okay.
we'll go through that.
Then
Done by him.
at the top you write harvester. C hearing, Miss C hearing,
Item number 3, item number 3.
item number 3. We are taking up 2, okay, 2 cases. Okay, all right. Parties are same.
In item number 4, Lordship, I am representing on behalf of petitioner.
Yes, you write in the item number 3. C hearing, counsel for the petitioner. T Jama. Standing counsel executive for 1, 3, and 4, and Mr. Alice Nabu, additional advocate for R2. Then next, then the order which you have dictated. Okay. Item 4.
Lordship, in item number 4, I am representing on behalf of the petitioner.
Hmm.
On the last date, the counsel for the respondent number 2 has sought time for filing of counter affidavit.
Okay.
Respondent number 2.
Anybody has filed
This
affidavit?
date,
Anybody has filed affidavit? 1 and 3. 1 and 3 have filed affidavit. Okay. Yes, Nava?
My lord, as my friend is suggesting, my lord, since my lord, main respondent, they have filed the affidavit, I think that will suffice, my lord. Let me go through it, but if need be, my lord will file, my lord.
Okay.
Let me go through it.
All right. Third, Mr.
Titava.
T. Tava, learned counsel for the petitioner. Mr. T. Jama, learned standing counsel for the education department representing 1, 3, 1 and 3. Who submitted the counter affidavit by the respondents 1 and 3 have been filed. I will also Mr. Arish Navu, learned additional advocate general representing respondents 2, 4. No. 4 is, I think, central government. You, no, in this case, you are representing only 2, is not it? Okay, representing respondent number 2. Submits that. As the principal respondent in the instant case, namely the education department has filed a counter affidavit. He will examine the counter affidavit filed by the education department on and apprise this court on the next day as to whether it would be required for the respondent number 2 to file a counter affidavit or not. So none appears for the respondent number 4 and 5. Listed after 4 weeks along with WPC 177 of 23.
Deeply obliged. May I please, Lordship? Lordship, this is a leave application filed by the applicant praying for grant of leave to file writ appeal against the judgment and order dated 5/7/2023, passed in connection with writ petition number 279/23. Lordship, the brief fact of the case in connection with writ petition number 237/21 is that the respondent number 3, 4 and 5 has filed a writ petition number 237 before the single judge of this honorable court challenging the DPC dated 7/9/2020 and the consequential order whereby under service of the private respondent as ad hoc assistant engineer in PhD department and water supply has been regularized from the DPC, that is 7/9/2020. The learned single judge, after conclusion of the proceeding, directed the government to review the case of the respondent, afresh by convening the DPC for promotion, regularization of service of the private respondents as AEs with retrospective effect. The appellants in this case are the direct recruitees from the APCS. In the state department, that is PhD. If the government is regularized, promote the private respondent retrospective, the inter-seniority of the appellant will be affected. The appellants were the necessary party in the writ proceeding. However, they has not been added as a party in the writ petition number 237/21. As such, the present appellants, they have came before this honorable court by filing this leave application, and they be made as a party in this. They may be made as a party so that they can file the present writ appeal. Lordship, here in this case, the appellants were they were recruited as assistant engineers. Here in this case, the appellants are 14 in number.
Where is the judgment in the writ petition?
Page number 322. Lordship, as per the order and judgment of impugned judgment dated 5/7/2023, The appellants beg to submit that in the said judgment and order, the Honorable Learned Court has pleased to allow the writ petitioners and directed regularization retrospective promotion of the writ petitioner. Those are respondent number 3, 4, and 5. Herein with effect from the date of ad hoc promotion, that is on 9/5/2006 and 6/6/2006, by setting aside the recommendation for regularization with effect from the DPC, that is 7/9/2020, and consequential order, that is 5/10/2020. Lordship, that the applicant beg to submit that the effect of the relief claim by the writ petitioner was granted of retrospective regularization of promotion of the cadre of AE from the date of retrospective ad hoc promotion to the said cadre. Otherwise, they would be junior to the direct recruitees appointed prior to the date of DPC, that is 7/9/2020, and by granting of relief prayed by the writ petitioner has adversely affected the inter se seniority position of the writ appellants, the respondent number 3, 4, and 5. Hearing as such, the writ appellants were necessary party to the said proceeding, but they have not been implemented them as a petitioners, which has violated the principles of natural justice of the appellants. As such, they has not been heard in the writ petition number 2779/21. As such, Lordship, the impugn order dated 5/7/2023 has adversely affected the appellants. As such, this leave appeal has been filed before this honorable court, praying for grant of leave so that the appellants may file writ appeal against the said impugn order dated 5/7/2023. Lordship, this is my case.
Just a moment. These writ petitioners, they had filed a writ petition seeking what?
Seeking,
They were assistant engineers.
yes, they are direct recruited assistant engineers through APPSC.
No, these writ petitioners,
Lordship.
who are your respondents?
No, they are promotees. They have been promoted from junior engineer
As AE,
as AE.
when?
In fact, in the year 2006,
9/5/2006 and 6/6/2006
Lordship.
on ad hoc basis.
Yes, Lordship. They have been promoted on ad hoc basis. Only in the year 2020, their promotion has been regularized as per the DPC.
Which DPC dated?
DPC dated 2020, Lordship.
Give the date.
Okay. Lordship, as per the seniority list published.
No, before that date. DPC date.
7/9/2020,
7/9/2020.
Lordship.
So, since 9/5/2006 and 6/6/2006, they were working
As a ad hoc
ad hoc
assistant engineer
assistant engineer,
in the said department.
which was regularized by a DPC dated 7/9/2020
Twen-
prospectively.
Lordship,
Isn't
Lordship,
it?
Lordship,
So this DPC was challenged
Lordship. This
By-
DPC,
by the writ petitioner.
yes, read
So
petitioners
the judgment is that they are entitled to be considered
for
with-
retrospective
with-
promotion
Okay,
from the date of their ad hoc appointment.
then who are these applicants?
Lordship, applicants are the direct recruitees, assistant engineer who has been recruited through Arunachal Pradesh Public Service Commission.
When?
In a various state, petitioner number 1 has been appointed as a direct assistant engineer in the year 2009. And petitioner number 2 has been appointed in 2009, 3, 2012, petitioner number 4, 2012, petitioner number 5, 2012, petitioner number 6, 2014, 6 to 8, 2014, 9 to 11, 2017, 12, 2018, 13 and 14, 2019. They are direct recruits as assistant engineer through APPSC, Lordship. This is,
2009 onwards.
yes. And as per the latest seniority list published by the Department of PHED, Lordship may kindly peruse the seniority list. Latest seniority list published by the Department of PHED, wherein the seniority list of the applicant number 1 here in this writ appeal is listed in serial number 37,
Page number?
page number 23 of my this leave application, page number 23, para 24. And I have given a table in page number 24, serial para number 6, Lordship.
Page number 23.
23, I have mentioned. Page number 24, kindly peruse. I have made a table with regards to the serial number and position in the gradation list published by the PHED
Okay.
on 14/12/2022. As per this gradation list, the applicants here in the present leave application, his serial is in 37, Sri Bomi Jora. His serial is in 37. And all the, here in this case, there are 14 applicants. Their serial number varies from 37 to 50,
How many applicants here? 15?
14.
14?
14.
Okay.
On the
37
other hand, Lordship,
37 to 50.
Lordship, 37 to 50.
And
On the other hand, Lordship, the writ petitioners in the writ petition 297/21 in the impugn or judgment and order, the serial number of the respondent, the petitioners are in serial number 51, 52, and 53.
it was a final seniority list.
Yes, this was the latest seniority list published by the
Where is the
respondent.
Where is the seniority list? Let us see. Just. Have you annexed?
Yes, Lordship, I have annexed.
It's a provisional seniority list published on.
Provisional.
Yes, sir. Paragraph 24.
Annexure H, Annexure H,
Page number.
is 86.
Page number
At 86, 86 to 93.
86.
Type copy is at page number 89, Lordship. May I read?
Just a minute.
Government of Arunachal Pradesh Civil Secretariat PHED Department Memorandum dated 9 December 2023. A provisional seniority list of assistant engineer under PhD and WS department is hereby arranged in accordance with the relevance rule and guidelines enforced from time to time as Appendix A to the memorandum is being circulated to all the concerned for claim and objection, if any. The incumbents from serial number 1 to 6 of the Appendix A in this memorandum may submit their claim and objection, if any, within 1 month from the date of issue of the memorandum. A representation received after expiry of a stipulated period, it will be assumed that there is no claim and objection, and a final seniority list be notified accordingly. And in page number 90, this is the table of seniority provided by the department. So here in this seniority list, Lordship, the appellants in this present leave application, their seniority list falls under the serial number from serial number 37 to 50. They are 14 in numbers. However, on the other hand,
Thereafter,
Lordship,
the final seniority list has been published.
it is not yet published.
Some not yet published. Okay. Yes, Mr. Secretary.
Application matter. From the seniorities is what you wants to project that matter. The seniority list has been prepared after the matter DPC held on 7/9/2020 matter. Our seniority has been assigned, matters kindly see in the serial number page 92, serial number matters 51 onwards.
You are 51, 52, 53.
Yes, madam. This has been provisionally assigned to us, madam, on the basis of the DPC held on 7/9/2020 manner. In fact, the DPC was put to challenge in the year 2021 itself, madam. My lord, at this stage, my lord, they filed a, my lord, leave application, my lord. I may be allowed to file an objection to the leave application, my lord.
See, if they are considered as per the direction of the single judge,
Yes,
you will rank higher than them.
yes,
You know
obviously.
that. So we'll examine the matter.
Lordship.
My lord, I
See,
may be allowed to file an objection to the leave application, my lord.
Lordship,
They were not in the know of the facts that this proceeding is going on
Lordship.
because you did not make them a party.
Yes,
Lordship.
that aspect
See,
is
Mr.
also
Sec-
considered in the writ petition judgment also, my lord.
But they did not participate.
Yes, of course.
It is the state who raised those contentions.
Yeah.
And which was rejected. But they have a right to say whether tenable, not tenable, we don't know. But it requires examination.
Yeah, well, before that, my lord, let me allow to file an objection to the leave application, my lord.
Okay.
Well, I have a right to
Okay,
object, my lord.
Lordship, I am already delayed by 35 days as because I was not arrayed as a party. As such, I have no knowledge regarding the proceeding. Lordship, if as per the impugn order, if the department take step and if there is an alteration in the seniority list, Lordship, we may suffer irreparable losses.
See,
As such,
leave can be sought for by anybody who will be affected by the judgment,
Yes, my lord.
not in the party.
That's why I want to file the objection saying that, my lord, they are not at all affected by the judgment, my lord.
How they are not affected? You
Yes,
will be senior to them.
because that's why, my lord, I will come out with the objection petition, my lord. But I will say that for the moment, my lord, the petitioners are, my lord, regularly selected, my lord, junior engineers appointed in the year 1992, my lord.
Yes,
1992,
yes.
and they were given promotion to on officiating basis against the promotional vacancies, which has been, my lord, reflected in the DPC itself, my lord.
See, Mr.
And they
Sagar,
are the, my lord, direct
see,
deputies of,
issue now is not on merit.
yes, that's why.
You may have a very good case. They may not have a case at all. But whatever their right to be heard.
Lordship.
That's why, my lord, that's why, my lord, I will file
you-
an objection, my lord,
You
whether
can't,
they have.
you can't condemn anybody without giving him an opportunity.
No,
They may have the hopeless of the case,
no, my lord.
but you can't take away their right to be heard.
Lordship.
That's why I will file an objection to this leave application.
Okay, let them, let him.
Lordship, I am already delayed by 40 days, Lordship.
Hmm?
I am already delayed.
Hmm.
As
Let
such,
him-
delay application is also,
Any uh, action is anticipated immediately,
yes, Lordship.
which will prejudice you.
Yes, very much. As such, we have filed a representation also not to take action as per the order dated 5/7/2023. However, since the Honorable Court has already given direction for a retrospective promotion from the date of ad hoc appointment of the writ petitioner.
No, they will be assistant engineer now. Senior to that, senior to you.
Yes, Lordship.
Is any further promotion to the executive engineer is contemplated
Yes, Lordship.
immediately? When?
Yes,
When?
that is the matter of department, but they are.
Seniority list is not yet finalized, my lord. How?
When?
Lordship, that cannot be ascertained by me
Okay.
as of now. It's a departmental, but they are in active consideration as told by the petitioner. They are in active consideration.
No, consideration is always there. But you have to have some objective material that immediately.
Lordship, we have filed a representation with that regards also, not to consider in as such, Lordship.
Has the DPC been constituted for promotion to the executive engineer?
No.
Not yet, not yet.
Then on what basis you say? Okay, let him file objection.
Only
When-
2
when
weeks, my lord, only 2 weeks, my lord, I will file.
1 week, Lordship, 1 week,
Okay.
1
2
week.
weeks, my lord.
Lordship, I pray that they may file objection within 1
Mr.
week.
uh,
Titaba.
Mr. P. Tava, Learned Counsel for the petition, Learned Counsel for the applicant in the IA, 156. Mr. Arish Nabon, Learned Additional Advocate General for OP 1 and 2. And Mr. R. Sekir, Learned Counsel for respondent number 3, 4 and 5, OP number 3, 4 and 5, the read petitioner. On the prayer of Mr. Sekir, Learned Counsel for R 3, 4 and 5. Listed after 10 days to enable filing of a
Okay.
objection.
Deeply obliged.
No, madam. My
Yes.
office not updated so that it service is still awaiting, madam.
We are for whom?
Lordship, I'm put respondent 1 and 2.
Heard Miss
Pirimi,
Rimi, Learned Counsel for the petitioner and Mr.
M. Tana.
M. Prana, Learned Counsel for respondent number 1 and 2. Mr. Rimi, we are referring to the office note dated 29/2023. Submits that 29. That service report of respondent number 3 and 4 are awaited. And we have never listed up to 4 weeks with service report of R 3 and 4.
yes.
In the position, and then this is the problem 3 and 4.
Yes,
So we have filed our affidavit in the position, and Mr. Shekhar is not inclined to file any rejoinder affidavit.
ah,
So the last matter is to be taken up for hearing. After 3 weeks. This is what we should.
Hearing or admission hearing?
I can tell you what the-
Okay. On the prayer of learned counsel for the parties? Learned counsel for, Mr. Okay, Mr. R. Saikya, learned counsel for the petitioner. And Mr. P.K. Tiwari, learned senior counsel for the NSPC,
NSPC respondent.
for the respondent and respondent number 3 and 4. Submits the pleadings have been exchanged. So learned counsel for the parties accordingly press for listing of this matter for admission hearing after 3 weeks. Okay, as prayed for, listed after 3 weeks for admission hearing. Okay.
Yeah, my lord.
Yes,
I beg to mention item number 3 and 4.
item number 3 and 4.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
I'm appearing on behalf of G. Goswami, Gautam Goswami, standing counsel of BSNL, my lord. I'm for the respondent, my lord.
Standing counsel of
BSNL.
BSNL.
Yes, my lord.
BSNL is a respondent here.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. Yes,
This matter will fix after, taken after my lord, puja break, my lord. I have taken the consent of petition.
all right. On the prayer of Mr. T. Tagu.
Yes.
Learned counsel for which respondent? You are there.
Yes, respondent number 2 to 7.
2 to 7.
Yes.
With the consent of learned counsel for the petitioner, Mr. O. Pada, listed after 6 weeks.
Much obliged.
Lordship, I'd like to mention item number 10.
Yes,
I have obtained consent from the petitioner. This matter may be listed after 3 weeks.
you are for petitioner.
Yes, no, I'm from the respondent.
Okay.
I-
DSGY
Yes,
on the prayer of Mr. M. Tanga,
yes, Lord.
learned counsel for the Union of India. Have you filed affidavit? Have you filed affidavit?
Not yet, Your Lordship. Sometime, so.
Listed after 6 weeks for filing of the counter affidavit.
Hello.
Your Lordship, I beg to mention item number 1,
Yes,
may be listed after 2 weeks.
Your Worship, this matter is pending since 2021 and this is listed for final arguments. And
okay,
they-
we'll take it up. She has an objection.
Actually, main counsel is not here, so it's not possible.
Who is the main counsel?
It's Ivo Mili.
Huh?
Ivo Mili.
Ivo Mili.
Yes, it's out of station.
So they have been asking adjournment since
So
last to last
main
hearing.
counsel is not there.
You
it's
know,
not possible.
not many of you has asked
And I'm not
adjournment-
prepared for that.
adjournments after adjournment.
Yes, Your Worship. They could have informed us before. I have to try.
Yes.
Tally.
Actually, we don't have numbers.
Okay,
That's
after 2 weeks.
Okay, Your Lordship.
Mm.
This should be the last opportunity, Your Lordship.
much obliged.
All right, on the prayer of Mr. What is your name? Sonam Somo. You are not there. Sonam Somo, learned counsel on behalf of Ivo Mili.
Yes.
Learned arguing counsel for the writ petition. Listed after 2 weeks.
Okay, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, last opportunity, kindly.
We'll take a call on that day.
Okay, Your Lordship. Highly obliged.
Yeah, my lord. My lord, I beg to mention item number 7
Yes,
on behalf of KAC, my lord.
KSC,
Yes.
yes.
Yes, my lord. This matter will be taken after puja break, my lord.
Okay, on the prayer of,
I'm for
on the
the
prayer of
petition.
Mr. T. Tagu. Learned counsel for the petition. You have informed other side.
Yes,
Listed after 6 weeks.
much. Yes.
My lord, I beg to mention item number 8.
Yes,
We are the respondent here. I'm appearing on behalf of NPADA, Standing Council for the Tourism. We need some more time to file affidavit in opposition. As instruction is already received, within a week we'll file.
okay. Mr.
B. Kamdak.
B. Kamdak, learned counsel. You are standing counsel, you are also.
No, I'm on behalf of
Learned
NPADA.
Okay, B. Kamdak, learned counsel, appearing on behalf of Mr. N. Pada, learned standing counsel for the tourism department. Promised that the instruction to file counter affidavit has been received, for which he pressed for and is granted. How much time? 1 week,
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Listed after 3 weeks. Okay.
Most obliged.
May,
Yes, contempt.
yes, no, this is a third party contempt.
Hmm.
There are two interim orders by this honorable court. This, the contemner was not part of the proceedings of the writ petition. But he is liable
Hmm.
for the contempt of the court,
Civil contempt.
civil contempt.
Let us see the order of this court.
My lord will kindly see page number 13. I will place with the facts.
20.
13.
1
That
3.
is, there was a preliminary notification for acquisition of land measuring 76 acres of the land in the Oyan Circle by the Secretary Land Management Government of Arunachal Pradesh by notification dated 9/9/2019. And these notification, my lord, was stated by this honorable court. My lord will find at page 14 to 18, my lord. That is order dated 11/11/2022.
Yes.
Now,
Page,
in
page
14, my lord,
14.
14.
Yes.
14 to 18, my lord. Operating person, my lord, will see at page 18.
18.
Yes.
Yes.
Then, my lord, the subsequent order by this honorable court is at page number 19. That is order dated 30/11/2021.
By this order, what is the notification 19?
The notification was for acquisition of the land measuring 76 acres of the land,
Dated 19/9/2019.
19/9/2019. my lord.
And what is 3/11/2020?
311 has specified that only the land donated measuring 45, sir, square 45 square meters of the land
Okay. Yes.
has to be used for that specific purpose only.
Ah.
Now, thereafter, my lord, what had happened is this contemner is the superintendent of police, East Siang District, Pasighat.
Before that, what is the subsequent order?
Subsequent order is on 30/11/2021,
30 page.
page 19, my lord.
Yes. What is the order? This writ petition is still pending.
Pending, my lord.
Okay. What is the order?
The order, my lord, page 22, my lord, the standing, this thing.
Hmm.
My lord will kindly come. Well, there is a three paragraph, we read it. my lord.
Anyway, that stay order continues.
Continues, and here they have specified.
Ah.
I read it already. So then it says, considering the prima facie case made out by the petitioners, the balance of convenience as well as the irreparable loss that the petitioners may suffer till the next returnable date, the land in question be not used for any purpose other than the specific purpose mentioned in the deed of donation dated 03/06/2016. And this interim order is still in force. That has further been.
What is deed of donation?
Deed of donation, my lord, will find it annexure 3 page 23, my lord. Type copy is at page 25.
25. This order is in the same writ petition.
Same writ petitions.
297. Huh?
Yes.
Page 20.
25 is the type copy, my lord.
20. Yes.
So and so that 3rd day of June 2016 by the landowners of Seeley Township area, hereinafter call the first party in favor of government of Arunachal Pradesh represented by the circle officer Seeley Oyan, herein calls for a second part. That to facilitate the second party for establishment of offers, stroke institution, etc., the first party willingly, voluntarily, unconditionally, and free of cost or without any compensation donates an area of 45,546.8 square meter. Now, meanwhile, the district administration initiated a process to further acquire the land beyond the original gift, deed of gift, the donation. So then what happens is, my lord, in the meantime, my lord,
Yes,
during pendency of this lease, then the petitioner came to know about the illegal issuance of a temporary land allotment to the police department, provisional land allotment. Then that was put into challenge in the writ petition number, my lord, 467, 2022, page 27. my lord.
yes,
The provisional land allotment given to the police department has been put to challenge here. A notice has been issued, my lord, still it is pending. My lord.
yes,
My lord will kindly see. Then this contemner burst into the private land of the petitioner and started carrying out the construction activities.
who?
The SP, the contemner,
Yes.
who is third party here.
Hmm.
So then what had happened was, on 4th, when we were informed by the caretaker of the land, immediately we rushed to the spot and we informed them, look, there is an existence of the stay order by this honorable court relating to the land notification number 99, 2019, where the provisional land allotment has been given to the police department. Then they said that you come back with the orders, and these orders was not made public even to this officer in charge of the police station, Sile. And this additional deputy commissioner office knows about the existence of this particular order. So then on 10, Milord, kindly come to page 33.
70?
33, Milord.
Yes.
On 10/9/2023, we submitted the copy.
33.
Yes, page 33. That's written to the superintendent of police. We are saying that we have furnished the order copy of this honorable court saying that no further construction activities. In spite of that, Milord, kindly see, he has carried out the construction activities, Milord. Milord will see at Annexure 6. Yes, page 42 onwards, Milord. Now, Milord, the question of law is whether a third party contempt is maintainable or not. The apex court in Sitaram versus Balbir Elas Bali reported in 2017 to SSC, page 456, has dealt, even if a particular contender is not part of the proceedings, or even there is no injunction granted against him, he will be liable for the contempt, third party contempt by his conduct. Well, I furnish this.
Yes.
I have my soft copy.
Yes.
Para 40 onwards. Here, what had happened, it was relating to a medical case, Milord. The doctor was not discharging the patient after cancellation of the bail. And therefore, although he was not part of the proceedings, he was, the contempt proceeding was drawn against him. Milord. Para 40 is important. Page 477.
Page?
477.
477.
This
Yes.
is my para 40. Milord.
Yes.
Willful disobedience to a direction issued by
Page,
this.
page 470.
No, 477. Mine is.
Oh, 477.
Para 40 Milord. 3 paragraph I will deal with. Milord.
Yes, yes.
The first question was, para 40, willful disobedience to a direction issued by this court on 24/10/2013 on the part of the respondent is quite evident. He was party to the proceedings and bound by the order, and as such his liability on that court stands established. Further, by his defiance of the direction so issued, he also obstructed administration of justice. He is thus liable for committing civil contempt as well as a criminal contempt. But medical professionals, namely Dr. Munshi Prabhakar and Dr. K.S. Sachdev, were not parties to the matter where the direction in question was passed. 41. As regards the liability of the aforesaid medical professionals, questions that arise are: one, whether a person who is not bound by a direction issued by the court would be held guilty for committing contempt of court for his conduct in either directly aiding and abetting violation on the part of the person who is bound by such directions. Two, what is the extent of liability of such person? 42, my lord. 42 is dealing with this, my lord. Kindly come to second portion of the order which is quoted, my lord.
Yes,
Next para, this. A motion to commit,
yes,
a motion to commit a man for breach of an injunction, which is technically wrong unless he is bound by the injunction, is one thing, and a motion to commit a man for contempt of court, not because he is bound by the injunction by being party to the cause, but because he is conducting himself so as to obstruct the course of justice, is another and a totally different thing. The difference is very marked. In one case, the party who is bound by the injunction is proceeded against for the purpose of enforcing the order of the court for the benefit of the person who got it. In other case, the court will not allow it process to be set at naught and treated with the contempt. Next para is important. Para 43, may not kindly come to straight page. He has answered in this paragraph.
yes.
After this, my lord, I think that the following propositions may be stated as to the consequences which ensue when there are acts or omissions which are contrary to the termination terms of injunctions. One, the person against whom the order is made will be liable for contempt of court if he acts in breach of the order after having notice of it. Here we have brought to their notice on 10th of this month. A third party will also be liable if he knowingly assists in the breach, that is to say, if knowing the terms of the injunction, he willfully assists the person to whom it was directed to disobey. This will be so whether or not the person enjoined has had notice of the injunction. Now the reasoning of their lordships. I will give my reasons for the second proposition and take the first question of prior notice to the defendant. It was argued that the liability of the third person arose because he was treated as aiding and abetting the defendant, that is, was an accessory, and as the defendant could himself not be in breach unless he had notice. It followed that there were no offense to which the third party could be an accessory. In my opinion, this argument misunderstands the true nature of the liability of the third party. He is liable for contempt of court committed by himself. It is true that his conduct may very often be seen as possessing a dual character of contempt of court by himself and aiding and abetting the contempt by another. But the conduct will always amount to contempt by himself. It will be conduct which knowingly interferes with the administration of justice by causing the order of the court to be thwarted. The paragraph 44 and 47 are also there. I will not read. Their lordships are very clear in their thought process. Even if a person is not party in an injunction or the read precedents, if he abates in interfering the administration of justice, he is liable for the contempt by his conduct. Kindly issue notice.
We will list this case along with the writ petition. Writ petition says the writ petition is pending.
Let us issue a notice so that let him come as to why Because for the first time, I am also doing it, my lord. This third party contempt case.
For this court, this is not the first time. This case was relied on. In a similar case, contempt case against the respondent who was not a party to the writ petition.
Correct.
It was argued by Mr. N. Ratan. This case was relied on. On the other side, S. Tapin was there. I have considered this case and I have rejected that I will not issue notice to the respondent who is not a party to the writ petition. I don't know on what ground. I don't remember on what ground I have rejected it, but we have dealt with it. So we'll say the writ petition is pending, we'll list it along with writ petition, then we'll consider.
Notice in the.
No, notice there, even no, there the notice was not issued. We'll consider, we'll further consider the text.
My lord, kindly see, prejudice is likely to
See,
cause.
Mr. What is civil contempt?
That is what as defined in section 11 of the contempt of the court itself.
Violation of the order passed by this court.
There is a violation, my lord. There is a stay order and the gentleman is carrying out the eviction in my land. Only, my lord, kindly issue notice.
Had Mr. T.T. Tara when it comes for the petitioner, let this contempt case be listed along with WPC 297 of 2020. We'll consider.
My lord,
You have other remedies also. You have not opted for. You have come with this. We'll consider this. You have various remedies available to it.
I am aware of this, my
Yes.
lord, as an immediate relief, my lord. That will suffice, my lord, because it will come to his notice.
Yes, sir.
He will not act.
Yes.
And I will cross check with my brother Tapin and
Yes.
Ratan, which was the case where this authority was relied.
Yes, yes.
Item number 28.
Well, this poor fellow was arrested by the police on 5/10. 2022. And that he was placed under suspension by invoking Rule 10, sub-rule 7, 6 and 7 of the CCS rule 1965.
You are challenging the suspension order.
Suspension. Secondly, after I was released from the prison, I intimated them. Thereafter, we have submitted the representation to reinstate us. Thereafter, nothing is happening. Neither they have reinstated me, nor the further suspension order has been extended by conducting a review meeting. Kindly issue notice.
Okay, yes. How Mr. Tara, T.T. Tara comes question. And Mr. Jammu, Standing Council for Education Department, representing R1 and 2. Issue notice returnable in 4 weeks, extra copies.
Can it be on this thing? For week 12 of October.
Yes,
My lord.
If next time he will come with the
My lord,
instruction.
I'll not be present on 12th, my lord.
okay. Let it come after 4 weeks. 4 weeks.
Poor fellow has suffered. So let him come with the instruction, my lord. Let us see as to whether they have initiated for my reinstatement. Secondly, my lord, whether they have conducted a review meeting.
He perhaps wants a date. You may choose your convenient date. If not 12 October, maybe subsequent to that.
10.
10, my lord.
Huh?
10.
10.
Okay,
10
10 October. Notice returnable 10 October.
And also, my lord, kindly instruct for bring the instruction.
Bring instruction, don't
Yes.
write.
Grateful, my lord.
Don't write.
Item number 29.
My lord, the impugned order before the lordship is, my lord, order passed by the State Chief Information Commissioner
on 22 August 23,
Hmm.
whereby my lord, the officer has been directed to furnish the my lord, furnish the document belong to the my lord third party without hearing the third party. My lord, I am appearing for the third party. I am the contractor. My lord may kindly come to the
What is the
if
implement?
you know in page number my lord 29.
29.
My lord. I would like to read out from the second paragraph, my lord.
Yes.
The first hearing was held on 22 August 2023 as scheduled. Mr. Shas and Shas and the SPO Shas and Shas government of Arunachal Pradesh and the representative of the affluent Shas and Shas are present. The representation,
You have been summoned to appear before the
my lord,
commission. You are challenging that.
I have not been summoned. I am challenging the order passed, this instant order passed on 22 August 2023.
Okay.
Wherever my lord, direction has been met, order to the SPO to my lord furnish the document, my lord, without hearing to me. In the last paragraph, my lord will find on perusal of the document submission of board of party, it seems that the document does not fall within the trade and the commerce secret protected under the law. Considering the facts and circumstances above, the SPO is directed to furnish the third party information which are not commercially protected by the law of the appellant within 4 weeks from the date of this issue of this order. That order was on 22nd August 2023.
What information
Information
of
by
yours?
pertaining to the contract works.
Contract work.
Yes, I am the,
Where it is mentioned?
it has been mentioned in the my lord, may kindly come back to page number 23.
Hmm. No, in this order.
My lord, nothing has been mentioned except that they said that so whatsoever the dispute pertaining to the document, the observation is that not come within the protected and within the commercially protected by law. But what my contention before the lordship is that the commissioner is ought to, my lord, call me, issue the notice upon me, heard me, my lord.
What was the information sought for? Page 23.
My lord.
What was the, yes.
Page 23, my lord, got it. Furnish of the details of the improvement of the water supply system in the Mechuka township and the peripheral village with the several system and the riverfront development of the boosting tourism of the Mechuka tourism wide number census. This is my lord the work wherein I have been, my lord, awarded the works. And thereafter the other document, my lord, like the SBD, standard reading document, copy of NIT, copy of the newspaper, and so other document. So OPCR has, my lord, furnished the document which they feel appropriate to be furnished. And my lord will find the same in, my lord, page number.
No. What document of yours was sought for by the applicant?
Information, yes, well, in a page number 23, my lord.
22.
23.
23, yes.
These are the document, my lord.
They are seeking document from the executive engineer.
My lord.
The details for improvement of water supply system, not related to your document.
Not related to my document. This is pertaining to the work.
Then
thereafter, my lord,
what?
B, my lord.
Huh?
Copy of the, my lord, standard bidding document, NIT, copy of the newspaper, copy of the bidding document submitted by the bidder, copy of the comparative statement, copy of the acceptance letters, and a copy of the
Okay,
agreement.
NIT, just a moment.
Yes.
One second. Copy of comparative statement. Copy of. You are a bidder.
My lord, I am the bidder.
What?
So in person to this, my lord, my lord, seen the information which is sought by the my lord information seeker, Lord, you will find at page 23,
Yes,
serial number Roman 1, my lord.
Roman
B,
one, huh?
Copy of SBD, copy
Yes.
of NIT, these are all, my lord,
Hmm.
not personal documents, my lord. Copy of newspaper cutting, copy of bidding documents submitted by the bidders, my lord. This may be kindly take noted, my lord. A copy of comparative statement, copy of acceptance letter, copy of agreement with the securities, my lord. My lord, after receiving the, my lord, this application, my lord, the PIO has written a letter to the, my lord, to the contractor, my lord. My lord, bids were opened, my lord, work orders were also issued, my lord. My lord, page 25, my lord,
Page 25.
my
Yes,
lord.
yes.
The PIO has asked, my lord, has written a letter to the contractor, my lord, MS Tasi Sona, my lord,
Yes,
whether they are willing to, my lord, furnish them, my lord, willing to, my lord, give the consent to furnish the third party information, my lord.
yes,
Then he has objected, the contractor, at page 26, my lord.
26.
However, considering all the aspects, my lord, the PIO has, my lord, issued a letter to the, my lord, information seeker, Lord, you will find at page 27.
27, yes.
And the documents attached, Lord, you will find at page 28, my lord. The
27 is what?
is a letter addressed to the, my lord, the information seeker.
Saying what?
Saying that with reference to above subject, you are kindly requested to deposit the sum of rupees
Okay.
500 for such and such pages, my lord.
All right.
Then accordingly, after deposition of that amount, my lord, these are submitted, my lord, furnished, my lord. Lord, you will find at page 28.
Yes.
And kindly tell you with the information sought, my lord. These documents were furnished, my lord. Copy of the SBT, my lord. My lord, the bidding documents, my lord. Copy of NIT, copy of work order agreement enclosed, copies of newspaper enclosed, copy of acceptance letter enclosed, copy of comparative statement letter. All these were furnished, my lord, except, my lord, the bidding documents, my lord, from what I can gather from this, my lord, the bidding documents which has been submitted by all the bidders and the earnest money which has been deposited by the contractor, that were not, my lord, furnished to him, my lord. My lord, even after, my lord, completion of the, my lord, tender process, my lord, after the work order is being issued in person to an NIT, my lord, nothing is a third party information, my lord. Those, my lord, bidding
After
opening of the, my lord, tender, my lord, and work order has been issued, my lord, therefore nothing remains as a third party information.
Okay, even the bid submitted by
Yes,
the,
yes.
okay.
My lord, this is settled, no, my lord.
All right.
These two things are not given, my lord. That's why, my lord, the
Two things means
bid submitted by all the bidders, my lord,
Okay.
and the, my lord, the
And
earnest money deposited by the contractor, my lord,
okay.
which amounts to, my lord, from the acceptance letter, it can be seen, my lord, and earnest money amounting to, my lord, 1 crore 30 lakhs, my lord, 70 lakhs, my lord.
Where?
Page 27, my lord.
27.
It's a different matter, my lord. It's a class 2 contractor, my lord. He has got the award of 34 crores, my lord. Beyond his, my lord.
Okay.
And page 20, my lord. Serial number 2, my lord. You are requested to submit performance guarantee of rupees 1 crore 73 lakhs, my lord. This was also not submitted to the information seeker, my lord.
So what he has not been furnished with is the bid document
Submitted by all the bidders, my lord.
and the earnest money.
Earnest money. Performance guarantee, my lord.
So, okay, performance guarantee. So only according to you, these are the two documents which this impugn order refers to.
Yes, my lord.
So according to you, nothing is
Personal and third party information.
personal after the bid is open.
Yes, my lord. And my lord, direction was also given to the, my lord, PIO, my lord. And the next date is, my lord, fixed on, my lord, 30/10/2023, my lord. Page 50, my lord. Page 30, my lord.
3rd October.
3rd October, my lord.
Yes. No interference is called for.
My lord, whereas Whereas, my lord, so far performance guarantee is concerned, my lord, pertaining to the performance guarantee has not been in the, my lord, RTA document form.
No, whatever it is, after the bid is open, nothing remains personal document, personal information.
My lord, that is there. But so
That is
far, my
there.
lord,
Then what kind of objection you have?
is still when that is not in the form of the RTA form number A, my lord. And at the same time, the so far performance guarantee is, my lord, concerned. It's, my lord, it's come under the fiduciary relation. My lord.
Hmm?
Therefore, my lord, it's
Performance
yes,
guarantee. What kind of fiduciary relation?
because this is, my lord, what they are trying to, my lord, understand from the document that what about my account, my-
We can issue notice only.
and my lord, and why, ma'am, I am here, my lord. The commissioner is ought to, my lord, hurt me. Because, my lord, this is under the law in section 11 rule of the RTI Act, my lord, commissioner is compelled to hurt
Regarding
me.
what?
This is any third party.
Personal,
Yes.
third party information.
Third
It
party
is no longer a
information.
third party information.
In order to pass the third party information, in order to direct this order, my lord, I should have been heard. Now, nothing left. They have already, my lord, passed the order by saying that I should furnish, document should be furnished. My document should be furnished today.
Shall we issue
Yeah,
notice?
Yes, my lord, let the notice be issued, and in the meantime, my lord,
No, what kind of a meantime?
till the, my lord, in the meantime, till the next
Do-
day, my lord,
Okay.
it need
then
to stay, my lord,
You want an argument on interim order.
my lord.
Do you accept or not? Which you have shortly accepted. That once the bid document is open, nothing is a personal information.
That is there. But what is,
Then
what,
despite that, you want this court to pass an interim order.
no, my lord.
What
What my
kind of-
contention is, my lord,
What kind of a submission is there?
my submission is that, my lord, commissioner ought to inform me, without inform by violating the section 11 of the, rule 11 of the RTI, my lord. Commissioner has passed the order, man. And nothing left, if this order.
Personal information and third party.
Yes,
are the
ma'am.
same.
This is, third party should hurt. I am the third party here. I should have been hurt. I should given an opportunity to explain the reason, my lord, why. And the commissioner has not done, my.
Where is that RTI?
On the first,
Then we will dispose of.
my lord.
If you agree that after the bid is open, no information is a personal information.
But still, my lord, pertaining to the performance guarantee, my lord, they have not applied in the RTA, which is not in the form A.
Yes, which
My
provision,
lord,
which provision you rely on?
11,
11?
procedure for deciding appeal, rule 11. After section rule plot, rule 11,
Rule 11,
my lord.
yes. Right to information rules 2012,
My lord.
yes. Yes,
Sub clause 4, my lord. 5.
here third party.
4 and, yes, 4 and 5.
Hearing of a third party is provided under which section?
Section 11.
Section
Section 11.
11.
Right. They started according to the latest. My lord, section 11, got it? Exemptions are given in section 8.
Section 8.
Section 8 is the matter exception that those documents which should not be disclosed and pertinent
the document which pertain to the third party.
Your exemption comes under which provision?
D and E.
D, my lord.
D.
Section 9 D and E.
What is the trade secret?
It's really basically regarding the patent law.
What is your trade secret here?
My lord.
Commercial confidence? What is your commercial confidence and trade secrets or intellectual property? Which you are seeking exemption?
My lord,
Which would
First,
harm the competitive position of the third party?
relation-
No, there is no longer a competition. No, there's no longer a competition. You have been awarded the work.
That's there, my lord, I have a one, but it's still.
Even
my
then
lord,
you want a stay order.
fiduciary relation, my lord, pertaining to that.
Yes.
So, my lord, what is still I want, my lord, stay is until and unless, my lord, till the next date, my lord, everything will be over. If state is not passed by this honorable court, nothing to be remained for adjudication. I am trying to, my lord, explain before the authority commissioner. My case is that our commissioner should allow me to explain that whether these are come within the exception. So the documents which are fall within the exception, they should not have been issued. That is my contention, madam. Let the notice be issued.
Notice only.
My lord, in the meantime, I am seeking for.
If you say notice, we'll issue notice. If you pray for interim order, we'll deal with it. Which one?
Let notice go, madam.
Okay. Mr. C. Modi, level counsel for the petitioner. Mr. R. Saikal, understanding counsel for the APIC, representing R1 and 2. Issue notice. Returnable for it. This steps for service of notice on respondent number 3 be taken by both ways within a week.
Okay.
Let's start the for it.
Mayor, please, your
Yeah.
So this matters pertains to transfer and.
Transfer.
Transfer matter. Before I take your lordship time attention to the evening order, lordship, the fact is that, lordship, on 11/2021, lordship, the petitioner, she was posted at Kanubari Airport, lordship, as a DRC, lordship, Deputy Residential Commissioner, lordship.
Kanubari?
Kanubari DRC, lordship.
Okay,
At
DRC.
Kanubari, lordship. And pursuant to that, lordship.
Kanubari DRC is there.
Yes, lordship.
Kanubari is Assam or what?
Assam, lordship.
Achha.
Thereafter, lordship. After she was being posted, before she was, prior to she was being posted as a DRC Kanubari, lordship, she was posted as a district food civil supply officer, lordship, at Likhavali, lordship. But after the order dated 11/8/2021, lordship, she was posted at DRC Kanubari, lordship. And after that, lordship, on 27/4/2022, lordship, she was given a responsibility to hold the charge of DDO, lordship, that is Global Disbursement Officer, lordship, in addition to the his main post DRC, lordship.
DRC.
Lordship. Thereafter, in the meantime, lordship, on 11/1/2022, lordship. In the meantime, lordship, what happened? The respondent number 5, he was posted there temporarily to hold the charge of additional resident commissioner, lordship, joint director of food and civil supply from additional residential commissioner, lordship. And what happened, lordship, after he was being posted there
At Kanubari.
Kanubari, lordship. After he was being posted there, lordship, the respondent number 5, he started to make indecent remarks against the petitioner, lordship, towards the petitioner, lordship. because petitioner she is a lady lordship. And there was some sexual remarks has been advanced by the respondent number 5 lordship. And in the meantime, what happened, lordship, when the petitioner lordship, she did not reciprocate to the remarks advanced by the respondent number 5 lordship. He started harassing the petitioner lordship. What happened, lordship? On 5/1/2023, lordship, the order after he was being posted there as a respondent number 5, he was being posted there as a additional resident commissioner lordship for temporary measure lordship. He started making indecent remarks again towards the petitioner lordship, and thereafter lordship, when the petitioner she flatly refused on his face, she is not interested in any remarks which has been advanced by the respondent number 5 lordship. Being in a dominated position lordship, he passed an order to take over the charge which has been assigned to the petitioner, that is DDEO lordship. That has been taken back by the respondent number 5 lordship. After he was being permanently posted there as a additional residential commissioner lordship.
Additional resident commissioner?
Yes, lordship, at Kanubari lordship.
Respondent number 5.
Respondent number 5 lordship. Respondent number 5 is a lordship to Joint Director of Food and Civil Supply cum additional residential commissioner lordship.
Okay.
Lordship, which is the superior post to the petitioner lordship.
But petitioner is a DRC.
DRC lordship. Well, lordship,
additional, how can the additional be?
is a higher post to the deputy resident commissioner lordship.
The petitioner is a resident commissioner or a deputy resident? Deputy, no?
Deputy lordship.
Okay, deputy.
Lordship.
Okay. Additional is a higher.
Lordship,
Okay.
additional is a higher.
Okay.
And what happened, lordship? After he was being posted after he was being posted there, lordship, as a additional residential commissioner lordship. When the petitioner he refused to make any comments regarding the inducement of the respondent number 5 lordship. Then what happened, lordship, on 21/4/2000, respondent number 5 issued an order to hand over the charge of DDO from the petitioner lordship as an act of vengeance lordship, because he was flatly refused the advancement which has been made by the respondent number 5 lordship. And thereafter lordship, and the lordship, not only that lordship, and during this entire process lordship, she was mentally harassed by the respondent number 5 lordship, and thereafter lordship, when she has having no other options lordship, she filed a complaint before the higher authority lordship. The written complaint has been filed lordship, filed on 1/5/2023 lordship. And the lordship, after the complaint was being filed lordship, it was intimated to the respondent number 5 on 5/5/2023 lordship. And thereafter lordship, the respondent authority lordship constituted an internal committee lordship under section 4 of this 2013 Act lordship, Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace lordship. Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act 2013 lordship. Under section 4, the committee has been constituted, and the committee has intimated regarding this inquiry lordship to the respondent number 5 lordship. And on 13/6/2023 lordship, when this inquiry was supposed to be lordship, meeting was supposed to be fixed on 16/6/2023 lordship. After yes lordship, during this pendency of this inquiry lordship, it is required to inform your lordship is that when the complaint has been filed before the higher authority lordship, section 4 has been invoked by the higher authority to constitute an internal committee lordship. And during this pendency lordship, the transfer order has been issued against the respondent number 5 and the petitioner lordship by invoking the OM dated 9/9/2016 lordship. Now I take your lordship's kind attention to the impugn order lordship. That is at page number 36 lordship. The lordship will find Page number 30, Annexure J, Lordship, page number 36.
Yes.
Lordship. In this order, Lordship, the serial number 2 is the petitioner, Lordship.
Hmm.
He was from ARC Kanubari to Lower Devon Valley Rowing, Lordship.
Mohanbari it is it?
Oh, sorry, not Kanubari. Sorry, I'm sorry. Mohanbari, Lordship. Sorry, I'm sorry, Lordship.
So I was wondering whether in Kanubari also there is a DRC.
Yes,
Mohanbari.
Lordship. ARC Mohanbari, Lordship. I'm sorry, Lordship.
Okay, all right. Yes.
I'm deeply sorry for that, Lordship.
Hmm.
And from Lower Devon Valley Rowing, Lordship, as a district food and civil supply officer, Lordship.
Hmm.
And this serial number 3, Lordship, Tomo Gamlin. He who was serving as a DFCO, that is the District Food Civil Supply Officer, TG Lohit, has been functioned as in place of the respondent number 5, Lordship.
Hmm.
With this common order, Lordship, the petitioner and the respondent number 5 has been transferred, Lordship, from Mohanbari, Lordship.
Both of you have been transferred.
Yes, Lordship. Now, Lordship will see.
Who has come in your place?
No one, Lordship.
Okay.
It's vacant, Lordship.
So in place of respondent number 5,
Yes.
this one Tomo Gamlin has come.
Yes, Lordship. Now, Lordship, this order has been passed in terms of clause 3 of OM dated 9/9/2016, Lordship.
Yes.
That your Lordship will kindly see that OM dated, Lordship. Your Lordship will find it page number 38, Annexure K, Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship. This, Lordship, the clause 3, Lordship will see.
Yes.
Lordship. Further, to ensure fair inquiry, Ministry Department may also consider transfer the suspect officer or charge officer to another office to obviate any risk of that officer using the authority of his office to influence the proceeding of the complaint committee, Lordship.
Yes.
Now, Lordship, after perusing of this clause 3, Lordship,
Hmm.
it does not even remotely suggest that the aggrieved woman, Lordship, who made a complaint before the authority, she should be transferred from the place of, she should be transferred from the present place of posting, Lordship.
Okay.
Now, Lordship will see, Lordship, there is a violation of the 2013 Act as well, Lordship.
Hmm.
Your Lordship will see the section 12 of sexual harassment of women at workplace, Lordship.
Yes. You have annexed it?
Yes, Lordship, I have annexed. That since that is not that visible, Lordship.
No, it's legible. Action during pendency of inquiry.
Lordship.
Yes.
May I, Lordship?
Yes.
During the pendency of an inquiry, Lordship, on a written request made by the aggrieved woman, internal committee or a local committee, as the case may be, may recommend to the employer to transfer the aggrieved woman or the respondent to any other workplace, or grant the leave to the aggrieved woman up to the period of 3 months, or grant the so and so, Lordship. Now, Lordship, transfer can be after perusing of this section, Lordship, section 12, Lordship. Transfer can be made to the aggrieved person, Lordship. Only the written request is being made by her, Lordship.
Hmm. Okay.
There is a violation of section 12 and the clause 3 of OM dated has been also, Lordship, since it has been invoked, Lordship.
Yes.
Now, Lordship, during the pendency of this inquiry, Lordship, I applied for a leave, Lordship. This transfer has been passed in my absence, Lordship. There is a violation of Article 14 as well, Lordship. Now, at this juncture, Lordship, any order which has been passed, now the legal issue, Lordship, any order which has been passed without having an authority, Lordship, is void and ab initio, Lordship. Now, at this juncture, Lordship, I will not trouble your Lordship with the judgments and all, Lordship.
Hmm.
Now, my humble prayer, Lordship, the notice may be issued and this order has to be stayed so far as the transfer of the petitioner is concerned, Lordship.
Why have you made respondent number 5 a party?
He was the part of that inquiry committee, Lordship.
Inquiry committee?
Oh, no, sorry, part of, because the petitioner has made a allegation against the respondent number 5, Lordship.
Okay. All right. Yes. Notice and stay?
May not, my lord. Your Lordship may kindly bear with me for 2 minutes, my lord.
Hmm.
My lord, before coming to this main issues, as your Lordship ever, my lord, We have my lord RC, DRC, then PRC. PRC you lordship will find in Delhi, my lord. That is the Principal Residence Commissioner. So here is the case, my lord, is a additional residence commissioner, the private respondent number 5. If I remember. Yes, Lord. And petitioner, my lord,
Petitioner is a DRC.
DRC, that is down
DRC.
below, Deputy Residence Commissioner, my lord.
Oh, deputy.
Yes,
Deputy,
deputy.
Lord.
Okay.
I'm the below the rank of the private.
All
school.
right.
Additional, my lord. So that part is clear. And there is a serious allegation against the private respondent number 5, my lord. That is sexual harassment. So complaint was lodged to the government. The government took the initiative, my lord. They've taken the cognizance of the complaint. My lord. Now, my lord, there is no any embargo when you say that Act 2013 that both cannot be transferred, my lord. There is no embargo, my lord. There is no restriction, my lord.
Hmm.
When you lordship see, my lord, section 12,
Hmm.
my brother was referring, my lord.
Yes.
Action during pendency of inquiry. During the pendency of an inquiry, on a written request made by the aggrieved woman, on a written request, my lord, this is first part. The second part, there is no restriction on the other side that during this pendency, he or she cannot be transferred. His own action, if he wants to be transferred, then the petitioner can make a representation.
Inquiry has been completed.
Not
No,
yet,
no, not yet.
not yet, my lord.
Yet to be completed, Lord.
Yet to be completed.
It-
My lord, precisely for that reason only,
It is to be done by whom?
by a
Internal-
committee, my lord.
Inquiry
Inquiry
committee has been constituted.
Yes, Lord.
Where is
Section
it?
4, Lord.
Where it is?
Lord.
They have not annexed committee, my lord.
No intimation letter is. Annex G, Lordship will find. Page number 31, Lordship.
31.
This intimation regarding sexual harassment, Lordship, it has been intimated to the.
Yes.
Yes, Lordship.
No, no.
Internal committee response addressed to the investigation. Committee member names are not there. my lord.
Who will inquire?
Lordship, this is signed by Marina Shiran, Lordship, the Under Secretary, Food and Civil Supply, cum chairperson of Internal Complaint Committee, Lordship.
At page 31.
Page 31, Lordship, Annex G. After the complaint was being received by the internal committee, Lordship, this has been intimated to the respondent number 5, Lordship. Right. Now subsequently, Lordship,
No, this is issued by Under Secretary.
Lordship, this is the chairperson of internal complaint committee.
Okay,
Lordship.
from,
Yes.
all right, all right.
Lordship.
Then, my lord, may I take my lord to the impugned transfer order, my lord.
Yes,
That is
Page 36.
yes.
As lord of the report, my lord. Now it says, my lord, the most important part is that, my lord, in order to ensure fair inquiry by the internal committee as investigate in the so-and-so sexual harassment of women at workplace. Now, my lord, your lordship have already noted, both, my lord, complainant and alleged accused, they have been transferred out, my lord. A reason has been given, my lord, and they have also, my lord, complied with the notification which my brother was referred, my lord. So, on what basis, my lord, the petitioner is agreed to this transfer order, my lord?
Oh.
Lord, so at this stage, my lord, may I submit, my lord, that notice may be issued, my lord.
Lordship, so far as the Lordship, the petitioner is concerned, Lordship. The transfer of the petitioner, it has to be stay, Lordship, because I was already being mental harassed by the respondent number 5, Lordship. And during the course of an inquiry, Lordship, since the inquiry has not even completed, Lordship, I was being transferred, Lordship. So Lordship will kindly, since Lordship, I have already relied on the para 3 of poem dated 9/9/2016.
All right, all right.
My lord, may kindly note, inquiry is not yet completed.
Exactly.
My lord, his or her presence might influence the evidence and other things, my lord. That's very important, my lord.
Add
Yes,
Mr.
I leave it to you, Lord.
Add Mr. T. Garam, learned counsel for the petitioner, and Mr. Aris Namu, learned additional advocate general. You will represent up to 4.
Yes, my lord.
Internal Complaints Committee.
Up to
Okay.
4, my lord, yes.
Representing respondents 1, 2, 3, and 4. This writ petition is directed against the order dated 7/8/2023 issued by the Secretary, Food and Civil Supplies, Government of Arunachal Pradesh. Your file number is not legible.
No, sir.
At the top of it, huh?
Yes, my lord.
At page 36. Okay. By number so and so. At page 36.
Right.
However, the petitioner, who is a deputy resident commissioner, with bracket DRC, Mohan Bari,
Mohan Bari Das.
has been transferred as CSO, Lower Divan Valley, Rowing. So, you should notice, returnable in 4 weeks. State for service will notice upon 5 be taken by registered proceeding as well as the usual process. Hard on the prayer for interim. Hard on the prayer for interim order. Prayer. Praying for an interim order, Mr. Garam, learned counsel for the petition, has contended that there is an inquiry going on regarding the allegation of sexual harassment to the petitioner by the respondent number 5. So, it was in the context thereof, the impugn order dated 7/8/2023 has been passed by the Secretary, Food and Civil Supplies, Government of Arunachal Pradesh, transferring the petitioner as well as the respondent number 5 in terms of para 3 of OM number 11013/2/2014 ESTT within bracket capital A dash Roman 3 dated 9/9/2016. Issued by Director E or F?
Lordship, Director E, Lordship.
Director E,
E, Lordship.
at page 38. Director E. Government of India, Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pension, Department of Personnel and Training, Establishment A-Roman 3 Desk. By file number, you mentioned there at page 38 at the top. NO 11013/2/2014 ESTT. Oh, it is the same file number, not necessary. By referring to the I posted by referring to the para 3 of the OM dated 9/9/2016, Mr. Garam, learned counsel for the petitioner, has pointed out that when an inquiry has pointed out in an ongoing inquiry on the allegation of sexual harassment of working women at workplace. It is the transfer of the suspect officers to charge officer which is considered by the department or the ministry in order to facilitate fair inquiry. So he accordingly contends that Mr. Garam, non-counsel for the petitioner, accordingly contends that the petitioner, who is the complainant and not the suspect officer or the charged officer, could not have been transferred by the impugn order dated 7/8/2023 by referring to para 3 of the OM dated 9/9/2016. So, Mr. Garam, by referring to section 12 of the sexual harassment of women at workplace within bracket prevention, prohibition and redressal bracket close Act 2013, has also argued that during the pendency of inquiry into the complaint of the sexual harassment by sexual harassment.
If your lordship is not that visible, then
No, just a moment. The internal committee or the local committee may recommend transfer of the aggrieved woman only on a written request made by such aggrieved woman. So, in the instant case, the petitioner, who is an aggrieved woman, did not make any such request for transfer, and therefore no such recommendation for her transfer by the internal committee or the local committee and committee, and therefore the petitioner could not have been transferred by the impugn order that is 7/8/2023 during the pendency of the inquiry. Stop. Mr. Navam, learned additional advocate general, on the other hand, by referring to the OM dated 9/9/2016, as well as the Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Prevention Prohibition Act 2013, has argued that there is no such prohibition either in the OM or the Act of 2013 to transfer the aggrieved woman during the pendency of an inquiry into the complaint. So in the absence of any such prohibition, either in the OM or the Act of 2013, Mr. Navam and AAG contends that it is well within the competence of the respondent authorities to transfer the aggrieved woman as well as the suspect officer, stroke charge officer, if the administrative exigencies so demands. So I have heard I have heard the rival submissions advanced by the London Council for the contesting parties have been considered, and the materials on record have been perused. So on perusal of the impugned or transfer of letter 7/2023, it appears that the petitioner as well as the respondent number 5 has been transferred by referring to para 3 of OM dated 9/9/2016. So para 3 of OM dated 9/9/2016 is reproduced here in below, which reads as under para 3 at page 38. On perusal thereof, on perusal of the OM dated 9/9/2023, it is noticed that the OM relates to prevention of sexual harassment of working women at workplace, desk, seniority of the chairperson of the complaint committee, desk regarding stop. On perusal of the para 3 thereof, as quoted herein above, it is noticed that when an inquiry when an inquiry into charge of sexual harassment has been ordered, comma, in order to ensure fair inquiry, ministries stroke departments have been empowered to consider transferring the suspect officer stroke charge officer to another office to obviate any risk of that officer using the authority of his office to influence the proceedings of the complaints committee. So, thus, it is evident that para 3 of the OM dated 9/9/2016 it is only the suspect officer stroke charged officer as distinguished from the aggrieved person who have been allowed to be considered for transfer by the ministries or departments to facilitate fair inquiry. So, in that view of the matter, since the transfer of the petitioner along with the respondent number 5, who is the charged stroke suspect officer, have been effected by the impugned transfer order dated 7/8/2023 by referring to para 3 of the OM dated 9/9/2016. I am of the considered view that the OM dated, para 3 of OM dated 9/9/2016 does not comprehend transfer of an aggrieved woman during the pendency of inquiry into the complaint of harassment, sexual harassment in the workplace by a woman. So, in that view of the matter, I am of the considered view that the petitioner has made out a prima facie case for passing of an appropriate interim order. So, accordingly, till the returnable date, the impugned order is 7/8/2023, issued by Secretary Food and Civil Supplies, Government Honorable by number so and so, insofar it seeks to transfer the petitioner from the post of DRC Mohanbari as DFCSO Lower Dibang Valley Roy shall remain listed after 4 weeks. No? Did we say 4 weeks? 4 weeks.
Briefly, please.
Meeting. I am sorry that swearing could not be done because the petitioner is indisposed condition. So my prayer is that one more week may be given for filing the affidavit.
By the petitioner?
Yes.
What affidavit was required to be filed or reply affidavit?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Station, Learning Council for the petitioner press for him is granted further 2 weeks time to file affidavit in reply to the counter affidavit filed with the state.
All right.
Listed after 3 weeks.
Lordship, here, Lordship, respondent number 1, 3, 4, Lordship, 5 Lordships.
Yes.
And respondent number 2, Lordship, Deputy Commissioner cum Forest Settlement Officer Lordships have not filed yet, Your Lordship, their affidavit, Lordship.
For 2, Your Lordship, we need some time to file affidavit, Your Lordship.
Respondent number 2.
Yes, Lordship.
How much time?
4 weeks, Your Lordship. I have
Mr.
received the instruction.
Okay. And Ms. Had Mr. Jiba, Learning Council petitioner, and Ms. R. Vasal, Learning Government Advocate, who press for and is granted for the 4 weeks time to file counter affidavit by respondent number 2, listed after 4 weeks.
Pleasure.
My lord,
Yes.
in this case, affidavit in opposition has been filed and rejoinder has also been filed. So let the matter be fixed for admission hearing after 2
But
weeks.
before that, my lord, I have to file additional affidavit, my lord,
All right.
for in reply to rejoinder, my lord, because there is some correction to be made, my lord.
Additional affidavit.
Yes, my lord. In reply to rejoinder, my lord.
It will be a reply to the reply.
Yes, my lord. Reply to the rejoinder filed by the petitioner, my lord.
What is to be filed?
Here, my lord, in their affidavit, my lord, in para 5, my lord, they stated, my lord, that there are 2 types of assessment of property, my lord. One before the construction of road and after my lord, there's after my lord, construction of road, my lord, if there's any damages.
Okay, all
my lord.
right. Add Mr. S. Koya, learned counsel for the petitioner, only one petitioner.
Yes.
Petitioner, Mr. Union of India's affidavit is not required.
May not require.
Okay. Kamduk, your affidavit will be required? No,
No.
okay. And Mr. and Ms. T. Wangma, government advocate for respondent number 3 and 4.
No, no, my 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Okay. Who submits that having received the affidavit in reply filed by the petitioner, having received the affidavit in reply to the counter affidavit filed by the respondents 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Yes, my lord.
8 and 9. Comma, the respondents 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9 will have to file another set of
Yes, sir.
affidavits for which he pressed for and is granted 2 weeks time,
3 weeks, my lord.
3 weeks.
Yes.
Okay.
No problem.
For which he pressed for and is granted 3 weeks time. So Mr. D. Kamduk Learned, standing counsel for the Land Revenue Department, representing respondent number 5 submits that respondent number 5 would not be filing a counter affidavit in the instance. Yes, and would rely on the counter affidavit filed by the respondents 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Stop. None has appeared for respondent number 1 and 2. In view of the and as prayed for by Ms. Wangno, when counsel for the government will list it after 3 weeks.
Other.
Yeah, my lord, respondent number 1 and 3 is represented by the government. And the 2 and 5 is the department. And 4 and 6 is the union government. And so far I have received the affidavit in opposition filed by the respondent number 7, private respondent. So on the last occasion, both the department and the government has short the time. And it's still have not filed.
Only respondent number 7 has filed affidavit.
Yes.
Yes, what about?
Your Lordship, we are yet to receive our instructions, so some more time may be needed, Your Lordship. I'm for respondent number 1, 3, and 5, Your Lordship.
Okay. What about you?
No, here my it is not recorded.
Okay, all right. How Mr. C. Modi, counsel for the petitioner. Ms. P. Pangu, government advocate for R1, 3,
3 and 5, Your Lordship.
3, and 5. Who is 4? 4 is also government of AP.
This may be central government also.
Okay, 3 and 5. Who,
5 will be represented by the.
who press for and is granted further 4 weeks time to file counter affidavit. So, Mr. D. Kamduk, one is standing counsel for the LM, representing respondent number 2, submits that respondent number 2 would not be filing counter affidavit in the case and would rely on the counter affidavit filed by the R1, 3, and 5. So none has appeared for respondents 4 and 5. So Mr. G. Bang, Learned counsel, representing respondent number 7, has submits the counter affidavit by respondent number 7 has already been filed. In view of the above, when as prayed for by Ms. Pangu, Learned government listed up the 4 weeks for filing of the counter affidavit.
Lordship, I have in this state case, Lordship, I have challenged the suspension order, Lordship.
Hmm?
Suspension order.
Hmm.
Lordship, here he was detained. In fact, he was detained. And then it is admitted that his charge memo also has been served within 90 days, Lordship. Now, my contention is I'm referring to Lordship, Arun Dev Chaudhary's case, Lordship, wherein it's very clear that even if the charge memo is served within 90 days, Lordship, there has to be a reason order for extension, Lordship. There has to be a review committee.
Okay.
To that effect, Lordship, in the last occasion, on several dates, Lordship is directed to seek instruction from the concerned department, Lordship. So this today, the matter, last occasion, 1 week time was given, Lordship, granted to seek that instruction, whether the review committee was constituted, whether they have extended, reviewed. Nothing is coming forth, Lordship.
Yes, Ratan.
My lord, the D is going on, my lord. Initiated. My lord.
You file affidavit?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. G1.
JGB.
Oh, sorry, JGB. Learned counsel for the petitioner and Mr. N. Ratan, learned AAG. For respondents 1, 2, and 3, who pressed for any granted 4 weeks time to file counter affidavit.
Lordship, for
3 weeks time, 3 weeks time. to
Lordship,
file
this
counter.
matter can be taken up along with another matter my elder brother has moved this morning, Lordship.
Which one?
October 10, Lordship.
October 10.
Lordship.
Okay.
October 2. Similar issue, Lordship.
Otherwise,
We can
my lord, what my
dispose.
other friend is relying on Ajay Chaudhary case, Ajay Kumar Chaudhary case. Reason, there should be a reason order, even if suspension is extended. My lord, here the departmental inquiry is going on.
What does Ajay Chaudhary says actually?
In fact, my lord, Ajay Chaudhary was because after suspension, departmental inquiries and all, there is to be prolonged, my lord. Now, therefore, there was a direction that to furnish the charge memo within 90 days, and so that the D also continues.
Live television band karo. Yes.
So that the D also continues, my lord.
Lordship, the pleadings have been completed. The matter may be admitted and may be listed for hearing.
Lordship, I am for the respondent number 4. Affidavit was filed already on 16/6/23. I am for the respondent number 4, Your Honor.
4.
Yes.
What do you say? What is to be done?
Lordship, matter may be listed for hearing. All the
You
pleadings
are
have been
correspondent
completed.
number 4.
Yes.
Have you filed affidavit?
Yes.
Who is representative 3? You have also filed affidavit. Government has also filed affidavit. Okay. Hearing. When? Okay. Heard Mr. B. type for the counsel for the petitioner. Mr. B. Picha, the standing counsel for the RD. For respondent 1 and 2, Ms. N. Dungan, for respondent number 3.
W. Ira.
W. Ira, the counsel for respondent 4. The counsel for party submits that the pleadings have been exchanged. Stop, admit. Listed for hearing. In due course.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir. I'm appearing for responding number 4, Lordship. Here, I need some time to file my affidavit.
How much time?
2 weeks, Lordship. 2 weeks.
On the prayer of Mr. T.K. Lawyer, counsel for respondent number
4.
4. 2 weeks time is granted for filing of a counter affidavit. This is after 3 weeks.
Like,
Or I'm appearing for respondent number 3.
Yes. You for the respondent,
Yes.
what is to be done?
I need some time to file reply.
Hmm? What affidavit?
Affidavit have to file by respondents.
What affidavit you will file?
Affidavit of opposition.
What opposition? You will not comply with the order.
Yes, Your Honor, I'll be okay.
Huh?
I'll be,
You will comply with the order.
yes.
Then what affidavit necessary? We'll close it. You say you will comply with the
Your
order.
Honor, there are some more respondents in this case.
You are appearing for whom?
Respondent number 3.
DC,
Who is required to comply with the order?
respondent number 3 only.
Then
Your Honor, it's one who should be,
let us see the direction.
yes.
Where is it?
It's in page number 14.
Yes. What has been directed?
Page number 15, fourth line. May I read your lordship?
Yes.
My lord, for awarding a job for compassionate ground, Your Honor. So in other departments, Your Honor, it's deputy commissioner who has to constitute the board. But with regard to this land management, Your Honor, it's the department who has to give.
Hmm?
It's the department who has to give compassionate appointment.
He is
Your Honor-
seeking compassionate appointment where?
From the Department of Land Management.
Department of Land Management.
Yes.
Is that correct, Somo?
Yes, your lordship.
Why you are seeking compassionate appointment for
The son of the deceased.
hmm?
Son of the deceased petitioner. Petitioner is the son of the deceased.
Petitioner is the son of the deceased.
Yes.
Who is the deceased?
He was the supervisor in land department in the operation.
Land department.
Yes.
Are you sure he is the son?
Yes, he's the son.
What is the name of son?
Tai Jitung.
Tai Jitung?
Yes.
Where is the order? First in the writ petition.
It's in page number.
You said 13.
It's 13. It's related case, but it's in 12.
Page 14 is the order.
12 and 13 is the order of this matter, and yeah, sorry, Lord. Yeah, it's in page number 12.
Not 13.
13 is related case.
Huh?
13 is related case.
Oh, related case.
Yes.
Okay.
So the judgment is depend on that. Page number 14.
All right. Now it is clear. See, is there a district level committee
Yes, your,
in Arunachal?
yes, my lord, according to the order passed in this writ petition number 338.
Mister, you are not arguing writ petition. Is there a district level committee for consideration of the compassionate appointment in the state of Arunachal Pradesh? We are not in Assam. Do you have that instruction?
My lord, there is no specific instruction as such, but we're relying on the judgment of.
What have you been instructed by the deputy commissioner?
Your Honor, with regard to land management, the land management themselves, they give the appointment of compassionate appointment,
Not the deputy commissioner.
not the deputy commissioner.
All right. Just kidding. Who is appearing for? But Mr. Your name?
Jika,
G. Kato. You are representing deputy commissioner.
yes, respondent number 3.
3. But the direction is to you to constitute a district level committee.
Your Honor, there is a.
See, secretary land management and director of land management will come later.
Yes.
Direction is to you, the deputy commissioner, to constitute a district level committee. Is there district level committee to consider the application for compassionate appointment
Yes,
in
my lord,
the,
we've constituted district level.
in the state of Arunachal Pradesh? Yes.
For us, there, I don't think it's there, but it's relying on this writ petition, the direction has been given.
If you can't assist the court, we will call deputy commissioner. You are representing deputy commissioner, a responsible officer. And you are a responsible officer of this court. Question is there a district level committee to consider the application for compassionate appointment?
Lordship, we have constituted the committee.
You have constituted the committee?
Yes.
Where?
So, Your Honor, for that, I have to bring it on record. I'll file a reply.
All right. Mr. Tapin, any idea? I don't think there is a district level. Is there a district level committee in the district?
No idea.
In Assam, there is a district level committee and it comes to state level committee, then approves. Now, this order, 2 orders, is passed on the basis of the 2 judgments of the state of Assam. In Assam, I know there are committees to constitute that. Now here, this has been relying on that, Deputy Commissioner has been directed to constitute a district level committee. He is saying he has already constituted the committee. In Assam, there is a notification that district level committee shall constitute of this person, authorities of the district, and state level committee will constitute of these officers. If there is no such notification of the government, how have you, is there a notification of the government of Arunachal Pradesh? If not,
No, Lordship.
if not, how have you constituted this committee?
I suppose the order of.
See, that's why you have to come for modification of this order. Mr. You
Jikat.
see, you take specific instruction, huh? Not like this. I don't think there is a committee. If there is a committee, all right, you will have to constitute. Mr. Tis Somu, learned counsel for the petitioner, and Mr. G. Kato, learned counsel representing the respondent number 3. who has not been, who has not been able to apprise this court whether there exists a district level committee in the district of Upper Subansiri to consider the application submitted for consideration application submitted for consideration of appointment on compassionate basis. So in that view of the matter, to enable him to receive proper and complete instruction in the matter, listed after 4X. Yes, you are appearing.
Your Lordship, I have received affidavit for this IA this morning, so we would like to file the rejoinder.
This IA is by you. IA is filed by you.
Yes, Your Lordship.
What is the writ petition about?
Actually, it's the petitioner couldn't appear in the Women's Commission. So we filed for the stay of the proceeding. Actually, it's represented by the council, but they haven't accepted and they keep on proceeding with the procedures. So for stay of that proceeding, we have filed this. So in main petition, the court haven't accepted, and in IA, we have filed again for the petitioner.
IA is for what?
IA for petitioners stay in the appearance in this Women's Commission.
It has been stayed.
Yes,
Okay.
till the file of the rejoinder from the respondent. So we received this morning this. affidavit.
Okay, they have filed counter affidavit in the writ petition.
Yes,
So you want to file the rejoinder?
yes,
Okay. How much time?
2 weeks time.
2 weeks.
Yes.
Rejoinder to affidavit filed by who?
Your Lordship. However, during the IA, the interim order was passed without hearing a commission, without hearing us.
Without hearing the commission.
Yes, Your
So we'll hear you.
So before passing, because the interim order was only till today, till the respondent number 4 filed the reply. So since they have filed the reply, so Your Lordship, if the
Your
stay
Lordship,
order could be.
We would like to
vacated.
go through the affidavit and we will file. So till the time the interim may be.
Where is the impugned order? In the writ petition. Forget about IA.
Impugned order is that the Women's Commission have started the proceeding against the petitioner. So the petitioner couldn't appear because since of the medical reasons. So council have been sent, but they didn't accepted the council's this appearance there.
Page number. So you are not challenging the jurisdiction of the Women Commission to proceed against you. You are only saying that
Order, yes.
okay, you could not appear on a particular date.
But we
Because-
have sent the council and we have filed this reply, but they haven't accepted that.
Impugned order.
Your Lordship, there is no order passed yet by commission because the preliminary inquiry could never be
Okay.
conducted.
Just a moment. What the petitioner is challenging in the writ petition?
They're just challenging that because commission have been summoning the petitioners for the preliminary inquiry. And they have.
Have they referred to any summon or order?
Till date, they have never been present, but yes, they have sent a few representation through the advocate.
What is the subject matter of writ petition?
Subject matter of the present writ petition.
Yes,
Um,
you forget the IA.
Writ petition is only because your lordship, Women Commission have been summoning them for the preliminary inquiry.
So
So
that,
the writ petition was only to stay for, they wanted the complete proceeding to be stopped in the Women Commission.
do they refer to any order of the Women Commission?
No, they have not referred to any commission.
So this writ petition has been filed without referring to any order.
No, there's no order yet. It was only that we have sent them few summons.
Summons.
For preliminary inquiry.
Summon is also a document. Any
document.
document they are challenging?
Yeah, only the summons that we have been calling them for the.
Okay, let us see the prayer of the petitioner.
Your lordship, it's in page
No,
number
just a
7.
moment. Yes. Prayer, I suppose, is at page 15 of the writ petition. Is that correct?
Page 15. Yes, your lordship, 15 and 16.
We are not in a hurry. We'll go very slowly. Let us understand what is the matter about. Yes. What is the prayer made by the petitioner in the writ petition?
Your lordship, basically they are
No, just a moment, one at a time.
Okay.
Who will argue, decide?
So she is from Women Commission.
Huh?
She's for respondent number 4. I'm for respondent.
You have
number 4.
responded.
And she's
Who will open the case? Commission or the private respondent? Huh?
anyone can. Your
No, since, just a moment, since he has opened the case, let us hear her. You are representing respondent number 4. Do you have a copy of the writ petition?
Yes, your lordship.
Yes. Let us see. What the petitioner, what is the prayer of the petitioner? You read out.
A prayer of the writ petitioner. The prayer of the writ petition is that a writ of certiorari shall not be issued to quash and set aside the impugned notice number APSCW PP so and so dated 30/5/2023 and impugned complaint dated so and so filed by respondent number 4 and proceeding in impugned case APSCW Shrimati Shrine Nima Chiram versus Karpuchisi and others, and or such further orders as your lordship may deem fit and proper.
Yes. So this writ petition is challenging notice dated 30/5/2023 as well as complaint dated 28/4/2023. Is that correct? So where are these documents? So there is some documents which the petitioner is challenging.
Page 74.
Page 74. Okay.
Page 74 of the writ petition.
74 of the writ petition.
It is a summon notice and page 75 is the typed copy.
Yes. What this summon is for?
This summon is for preliminary inquiry. Your lordship, whenever we receive, as per the sections, your lordship, in the writ petition, they have attached the act of the commission. However, it's not very legible, so this.
Yes.
So lordship, this act, the Women Commission, it was constituted for women, to improve the status of women and to inquire into any unfair practice affecting women and or matters connected to any injustice done to the women. So,
what injustice has been done to you?
so any unfair practice, your lordship, page, I have marked one flag. Serial number 8, unfair practice. So
Okay.
according to the unfair practice definition, it says Unfair practice means any distinction, exclusion, or restriction or exploitation made on the basis of sex for the purpose of or which has the effect or impairing or nullifying the recognition, enjoyment, or exercise by women of fundamental constitutional rights or of human rights or of fundamental freedom in the political, economic, social, cultural, civil, or any other field, or the infringement of any right or benefit conferred on women by or under the provisions of any law for the time being in force, or the mental or physical torture, coercion, or sexual excesses on women. So here the unfair practice on the respondent number 4, who is the complainant in the APSCW commission, she's been going through the mental and physical torture because her husband, he is having extramarital affair with the petitioner number 1.
Petitioner number 1. Yes. Who is petitioner number 1?
Karpu Chisi, the petitioner.
Yeah. Okay, then who is petitioner number 2?
It's father also.
It's their parent, Karpu Chisi's parents, father and mother.
Okay, father and
Mother.
mother. 3 is mother.
Treason.
All right.
So your lordship, if you come
Respondent, this petitioner number 1 is having extramarital affair with whom?
with respondent number 4's husband.
Okay, with your husband.
No,
Respond-
I'm the commission, I'm for the commissioner, commission.
You're for the commission.
Yes, your lordship.
Okay,
With respondent number 4's husband,
okay, first husband.
petitioner number 1 has extramarital affair.
So therefore, it is a unfair practice.
Yes, your lordship.
Extramarital affair is an offense.
No, not an offense, Your Lordship.
This extramarital affair is also causing mental torture,
No,
physical.
no, see, it is an offense or what?
Extramarital.
It is
affair.
not an offense, Your Lordship, and it is the council is saying it is not like, it is not directly done by the petitioner.
List it after 4 weeks. You take steps.
I have
8
to
and
check
9.
it. I have to check this. Last time someone else had affair, I have to check this. I will check in.
You are noting. You are not taking steps. Yes. You have put the respondent.
Yes, in the name of the petition. Is available in the court.
Your Lordship, if I may, I'm on the behalf of the counsel for the petitioner. We just received the affidavit from the opposition, from the opposite counsel. I'm under instruction and the request that we require some time to the reply.
Okay. In both the case,
Yes, Your Lordship.
you have for private respondent.
Yes, Lordship, all the private respondent in the border case. Lordship.
You have also filed affidavits.
Already filed, Lordship.
Both, yeah.
Yes.
Parties are same or what? In
Yes,
both the
Lordship,
case?
parties are same.
Okay.
Plus petitioner are different, Lordship.
It is. All right. Mr. Your name? R. Tali.
TANI.
TANI.
Yes, Your Lordship.
R. Tani, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Mr. I. Riram, Learned Government Advocate, Additional Senior Government Advocate, representing respondents 1, 2, 1 and 2. And Mr. Jiva, Learned Counsel for the respondents 4 to
3 to 7.
sorry, 3 to 7. Mr. Tani, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, pressed for and is granted how much time? 4 weeks to grant?
Yes, sure.
4 weeks time to file a rejoinder to the counter affidavit. Counter affidavits filed by the state as well as the private respondents.
Released in admission column, Lordship.
So, listed after 4 weeks for admission hearing.
Much obliged.
My lord, I'm appearing for on behalf of the council for the petitioner. My senior counsel is not keeping well. So moreover, I have instruction that counter affidavit have been filed by 1, 2, 3, and 4. So in the meantime, we may be allowed to file rejoinder. Some more time is needed, 2 weeks time.
Lordship, the matter need an urgent hearing, so the matter may pick some Tuesday, Lordship. Meanwhile, we will also file an IA for
What is
vacation
the
of
matter?
the
What is the matter about?
Lordship about construction of Hydel.
Okay.
There is, I'm appearing for respondent number 4 Lordship, here in this case. In fact, there is urgency for this, since the work has been stopped by the interim order passed by this honorable court. And the project is a time-bound project.
Okay. Mr.
B. Kamdak.
B. Kamdak, counsel for the petitioner. Mr. I. Riram, then additional senior government advocate for respondent number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You appear for whom?
And for respondent number 4 also.
4.
Yes.
Executive engineer.
Lordship?
Executive engineer.
Yes, yes, Lordship.
Okay, then 1 to 6, except 4. And Mr. D. Kamduk, learned counsel for respondent number 4. Both of you have filed separate affidavit.
Yes, we have already filed those.
Both of you.
Yes.
Respondent number 4 has filed. 4 has filed.
Well, one separate has also been filed by respondent number 4.
Ah.
Another is 1 to 4 have been filed by the firm. 2 separate affidavit.
Okay. 1 to 6.
1 to 4.
What about 5 and 6?
Thank you, sir.
They have yet to file.
Executive engineer to point to.
Yes.
Lordship, 4, we have filed on behalf of 4, it will cover, Lordship.
Two affidavits have been filed on behalf of 4.
5 and 6 will not
5
file.
and 6, Lordship, they are just that one only, they send the representation to them only, but the work is being executed by.
You tell this court whether they will file or not. You are representing them. If you say file,
Lordship, till now we have not got what is called instruction from them. So
then you
I think this will cover, the affidavit will cover all those.
okay, we'll record that. Okay. It is submitted by Mr. Riram, learned additional senior government advocate, that counter affidavit by respondents 1, 2, 3, and 4 have been filed, which will also cover the extent of the respondents number 5 and 6. So accordingly, no separate affidavit by the respondent number 5 and 6 would be filed in the instant writ petition. So Mr. Kamduk, learned counsel for representing respondent number 4, has submitted that another affidavit by the respondent number 4 has been filed in addition to the common affidavit filed by the respondent number 1 to 4. So you want to file rejoinder?
Yes, madam.
Mr. Kamdak,
B. Kamdak.
learned counsel for the petitioner, press for some time to file rejoinder to the counter affidavits filed by the respondents. So, as prayed for by Mr. Kamba, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, for filing of rejoinder affidavit, and also having regard to the urgency expressed by Mr. I. Riram, as well as Mr. D. Kamduk, Learned Counsel, written respondent for, let this matter be listed on 3rd of October. Okay? 3rd October.
Most of it. My lord, there is interim may be continued.
Interim order passed earlier shall continue till the next matter listing.
Most of it.
May Lordship service against the private respondent lordships are returned back as unserved lordship.
Answer.
Yes, lordship. Returned back from the JMFC lordships, Tawang lordship. So lordship, I may be allowed to take step through lordship, respondent number 2 lordship, chief engineer lordship.
Yes, have you filed affidavit, Miss?
No, your lordship.
Wangmo?
No, your lordship. We are yet to receive the instruction, your lordship. So 2 weeks may be granted, your lordship.
Okay.
Transfer posting matter lordship.
Had Mr. G. Bam, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, and Miss P. Pangu, Learned Government Advocate, representing respondent number
1 your
1
lordship.
and 2 also.
No, your 2 is standing counsel is there. for you.
Okay, respondent number 1, who prays for 2 weeks' time to file counter affidavit.
Yes, your lordship.
Well, in view of the office note dated 18/9/2023, Mr. Is he not in Tawang?
Lordship, after transfer lordship, still he is not joined lordship, so.
Okay, Mr. Bam, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, prays for and is granted 1 week time to take fresh steps for service of notice upon respondent 3. But registered post with AD as well as the usual process.
Lordship.
We take again.
Usual, we already taken lordship.
Ah.
For the reasons that lordship, JMFC trouble lordship returned back is answer. So lordship, I pray lordship, through respondent number 2 lordship, I may be allowed to take a step on the address of respondent number 2 lordship.
Respondent number 2 is a chief engineer in Itanagar.
Yes, lordship.
How will he serve?
Lordship, he is controlling officer lordship.
Controlling officer.
Yes.
How will he serve if he is in Tawang?
Lordship,
By post.
if lordship, he is Tawang lordship, that will be served lordship. That will be served as because lordship usual course it is through the court and court to by police lordship. But here is the case lordship, that service is not served lordship. Usual course lordship.
Then where is he? He is in Tawang.
Lordship, lordship, that I don't know lordship. We cannot locate lordship.
But you have given the Tawang address.
Tawang address lordship as because lordship last transfer and posting order lordship. He is in Tawang lordship before.
Okay,
this
just a
import
moment.
order, lordships.
In view of the office note dated 18/9/2023, Mr. Bam, Learned Counsel for the petitioner is granted 2 weeks' time to ascertain the correct address of the respondent number 3 and take appropriate steps for service of notice by registered post with AD as well as the usual process.
Lordship, interim may be continued.
Listed after 4 weeks. Interim order passed earlier shall continue till the next date of listing.
Mayor,
Yes,
my lord, this service report is awaited. This is matter of change of date of birth of class 10 certificate. Service is being given to Central Board of Secondary Education, New Delhi and Regional Office Guwahati.
heard Mr.
Tipahi. Tipahi.
T
Pahi. T. Pahi, P-A-H-I.
P-A-H-A
P-A-H-I.
I Pahi.
Yes.
Heard Mr. T Pahi. T for
Tem.
T-E-M. Tem Pahi. Council for the petitioner who submits who, comma, by referring to office note dated 19/9/2023, submits that the service report of respondent number 1 and 2 are awaited. And we have ever listed after 4 weeks with service report of respondent number 1 and 2. Yes.
Lordship, I'm for the respondent 1 to 4.
None appears for the petitioner. Heard Mr. M. Tanga.
Yes, sir.
Learned counsel for respondent number 1 to 4.
Yes, 1 to 4.
As the learned counsel for the petitioner is not present, listed after 4 weeks.
Highly obvious.
Ready? My brother is not ready. no.
Yes.
After 4 weeks, there is an interim order.
Heard Mr. Titi Tara, learned counsel for the petitioner. And Mr. I. Riram, learned additional senior government advocate representing the state, who submits that he is not prepared today, for which he prays for an adjournment of the case. Was as prayed for by Mr. Riram, learned associate government advocate, listed after 4 weeks.
Instead of that.
Interim order passed earlier shall continue till the next date of listing.
Well, instead of that, as consented to by the parties.
No, there is to be honesty in the judicial order. Yes,
Okay.
honesty is the virtue which is to be practiced in all aspects, as far as practicable. Yes. None appears for the petitioner. As Mr. S. Tapin, learned senior government advocate for the state. In the learned counsel for the petitioner not present to the listed after 4 weeks.